Welcome to Thai News Now Today Highlights. Deputy Minister of Public Security gives gift to befriended families on the occasion of July the 27th. Workshop on vocational training for rural workers. Thailand developing concentrated rice cultivation areas associated with custom syndicate. First, the customer news.
On July the 24th, in Hussein Town, Phú District, the Provincial Farmers Association, Provincial Record Association, Thanh Nguyên Hospital, Hattin Company, cooperated with the Farmers Association of Phú District, organized a program of medical examination and treatment, giving gifts and distributing free medicines to over 200 befriended people on the occasion of 75th anniversary of coronavirus and Mother's Day. As the program, the doctors and nurses of Thanh Nguyên Hospital gave house advices on disease prevention and self-care, distributing free medicines that equals more than 15 million Vietnam dong. Also on the program, 10 befriended families with economic difficulties received gifts, each equals 500,000 Vietnam dong. In the first 6 months of the year, the province's total export value reached 17.16 billion USD, increasing over 32% of the same period and equaling to 53.6% of the year plan, in which the export proportion of FDI sector accounted for over 98%. With the effective implementation of economic development policies, in the first 6 months of 2022, 10 projects have been attracted with an additional registered investment capital of over 1.2 billion USD, and 5 projects newly granted investment certificates with a total registered capital of 320 million USD, creating motivation for export growth of FDI sector and breakthroughs for the local economic development. Currently, Thanh Nguyên has 129 products meeting OCOP standards. The province is implementing a mechanism to support OCOP products, in which 3-star OCOP products receive the support of 20 million Vietnam dong each product. 4-star products receive 30 million Vietnam dong each product, and 40 million Vietnam dong for a 5-star product. In addition, the province is promoting propaganda and guidance on OCOP, building a management system to monitor, evaluate, and make brands, supporting to introduce OCOP products, promote trade, form an infrastructure to sell OCOP products. Thanh Nguyên set out a growth chart in the next 3 years. There will be at least over 200 products meeting 3-star OCOP and over. At least 10 5-star OCOP products at national level. Implement from 5 to 8 models of culture and tourism villages meeting OCOP standards.
On the occasion of the 75th anniversary of coronavirus and Mother's Day, July the 27, 1947, July the 27, 2022. On July the 25th, the delegation of the Central Public Security Party Committee, led by Deputy Minister Trần Quốc Tỏ, came to offer incense at historical sites, visited and gave gifts to befriended families in Thanh Nguyên Province.
The delegation came to offer incense to commemorate President Ho Chi Minh and heroic martyrs at National Historical Site of July the 27, Bangkok Residential Group, Hùng Sơn Town, the district, and the National Historical Relic Area, Group 915, Troop Volunteer Team 91, Bắc Thái, Gia Sang Quát, Thanh Nguyên City. On this occasion, the Deputy Minister of Public Security and the delegation visited and presented gifts to the families of martyrs' policies, good soldiers and people with meritorious services to revolution in Thanh Nguyên Province. The Deputy Minister of Public Security graciously encouraged and wished that the families could continue to uphold the revolutionary tradition, work well and actively participate in building a prosperous and beautiful homeland.
On July 20, in Thanh Nguyên Province, the Central Propaganda Department, in collaboration with the Ministry of Labor, Work Affairs and Social Affairs, and the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, held a scientific workshop on vocational training for rural workers under the impact of the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Ms. Nguyễn Thanh Hải, Secretary of the Thanh Nguyên Provincial Party Committee, attended the workshop. The workshop attracted the participation of a number of scientists, the Propaganda Department, Department of Labor, Work Affairs and Social Affairs, Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, vocational training institutions, enterprises of more than 20 provinces and cities nationwide.
At the workshop, the delegates focused on analyzing and clarifying the current status of vocational training for rural workers and the issues support under the impact of the fourth industrial revolution. Mechanisms and policies on vocational training for rural workers. In Thái Nguyên province, over the years, vocational training for rural workers has always been paid much attention. The province has a 35 vocational education institutions to promptly recruit and train rural workers. Every year, nearly 80% of trained workers find jobs. About 13,000 rural workers are trained. Speaking at the workshop, the Secretary of Thái Nguyên Provincial Party Committee affirmed that vocational training for rural workers is an important task in socio-economic development in Vietnam as well in Thái Nguyên Province. Therefore, Thái Nguyên has focused on effectively implementing vocational training. At the same time, the province also paid attention to improving vocational education institutions, connect enterprises, industrial parks and vocational education institutions in creating jobs for workers after training. The workshop is believed to contribute to solving difficulties and finding solutions to create a contingent of high quality and skilled rural laborers to meet the demand in the new situation.
On July the 21st, the Ministry of Health held an online conference to strengthen disease prevention and control, vaccination and vaccination safety in 2020. Leaders of the Department of Health of Thái Nguyên Province attended the conference.
According to information from the Central Institute of Hygiene and Epidemiology, in the first 7 months of 2022, dengue hemorrhagic fever occurred in 63 per 63 provinces and cities nationwide, with over 113,000 cases. Regarding COVID-19, currently, the variant BA4 and BA5 have better immune evasion ability than the original variant of Omicron. Up to now, the Ministry of Health has allocated more than 242 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine to localities and units. The number of vaccines installed is 21.5 million doses. At the conference, representatives of localities and units raised many difficulties in COVID-19 vaccination in particular and routine vaccination in general. The Ministry of Health directed to strengthen and maintain quick responses for dengue fever prevention and control in the locality, strengthen communication group, mobilize people to participate in vaccination against COVID-19.
In recent years, thanks to the active connection between businesses and cooperative groups and farmers, the consumption of rice in the province through associated contracts has increased. In addition, the formation of concentrated rice cultivation areas associated with consumption linkage has been focused. The association contributes to creating suitable output for local rice products, making farmers more excited, contribute to ensuring food supply in the area.
This is the second year Phú Agriculture Supply Brand has cooperated with the Mương Sep Agriculture Production Group Minh Phú City to produce rice according to Vietgap standard on an area of 10 hectares, with the participation of 40 households. Due to the application of science and technologies, there are no harmful pests and diseases in the field. In particular, Phú Agriculture Supply Brand commits to purchasing fresh rice products from farmers with prices about 10% higher than the market. After deducting input costs, farmers earn about 26 million Vietnam dong per hectare. Previously, when we did not participate in the project, the price quality was not as high as it is now. We found that the price varieties given by the Surprise brand grew well without many pests and diseases. We are very excited. In 2023, we will continue to expand the cultivation area according to the linkage model. It has to ensure the source of materials for the production of special rice of Phú Yên to meet the increasing market demand. At the time, the price of fertilizers has increased, so farmers continue to face difficulty in the rice production and consumption. Therefore, promoting linkages along the value chain will be one of the solutions to reduce product costs. The price of petrol and gasoline increases, so the price of harvesting also increases, and then the spending for fertilizers affects the price of rice. Farmers are very hard. The whole province currently has about 30 concentrated rice production areas associated with consumption linkages. Farmers now no longer worry about the situation of good harvest but low prices. But the linkage is still limited. It is necessary to have a solution as well as the policy mechanisms to make the linkage more effective. We will strengthen the propaganda to organizations, households, and individuals to produce rice according to Vietgap. Support organizations to build brand of dry products to promote it. Promoting legacy in dry production in the sustainable way is an urgent requirement of businesses, farmers, and the agriculture industry. From this model, farmers are more attached to rice, contributing to the construction and formation of high-quality rice cultivation and production areas.
That's all we have for today. Thank you for joining. Goodbye and see you next time.